Hi guys, it's Rose from the Philippines. Today is April 6, 2019. It's a Saturday. Welcome to my channel. It is called Gantsilyera, a show and tell of crochet and craft related items. So what have I been undertaking these past days? I was able to make a podcast last Monday. But ever since that, I have been making stuff for the kids. They went to Bohol last Tuesday and they got home yesterday to their other grandparents' house. So my brother-in-law is going to fetch them today. So I'm taking the time to make a video because most of the stuff that I have been making are for them. Actually, it is for Sophie, Makmak, and Daniel. So I have some sewn projects that I want to share with you guys. So I have found a tutorial on YouTube on how to make this, and the lady from the channel has adapted a pattern online for this. So I kind of winged the pattern and turned it into somewhat like hers but a little bit different. So the pattern is in half, so you have to fold your fabric in half in order to have this type of shape. So this is a cape that I have made for Daniel, and as you can see, I have used some felt cloth to put this type of design at the back part with the letter D because his name starts with the letter D. So I incorporated it here. So I made that one for Daniel in that type of fabric. Another one I made for Sophie, and she really likes pink, so I use a pink felt cloth for the label or that sign over there. And Mama has some leftover fabric like this from when she made some bed sheets for my ate. So I decided to use this one for Sophie since it is a little girly since it is Hello Kitty. So that's another cape which has this type of hole for the neck part, and I put the buttons, this type of button that is a little bit big, so that I can use it like so. Another one is for Makmak, since they like playing pretend. That sometimes they pretend like they're heroes, sometimes they pretend like they're ninjas or that type of stuff. So I made this ones for them. This other one is in this type of fabric with the letter M at the back part. So the cape for Makmak and Sophie is a little bit longer than that of Daniel. So those are my sewing project that I've been working. Another sewing project or ideas that I have for when the children are playing are tails. So Daniel really likes pretending like he's some type of dinosaur, and he likes putting tails. So I made this one. This one is for Daniel. It is kinda coordinated with the fabric that I use for the capes. So this one is for Daniel, and he has been using it. And this is some type of long tube, and I put inside the leftover yarns that I have, some itsy bitsy pieces that I have accumulated in time. So I use that for this, and it is okay to use that so that I wouldn't waste the fiber fill. And for this ones, I put some straps that they can wrap around their waist, and I attached some velcro for it so they can wrap it around. So Daniel has been playing with his, and I made one for Sophie and Makmak along with the straps. I wasn't able to make ones for Marius because he's becoming a teenager now, and I'm thinking that he wouldn't want to play with stuff like that. So I made ones only for Sophie, Makmak, and Daniel. So lately I have been thinking of other stuff to make for them since they are not here and I have the time to make them. So I was able to make some masks for them. So the first one that I made turned out a little bit big, but it matches me. I can use this one. So I'm hoping that the kids can also use this, because as you can see, it's a little bit big for me. So I made this one first, since I have some felt cloth from when Ate Nicole made her project. I have a brown colored one and a violet one as leftovers, aside from the black and white that I have. So I have made these ones with a blue felt cloth, and this other one, which are bears. So they have a matching type of mask. So the other ones are these ones, which are some type of bat-like mask in purple and in black. So I'm thinking that Makmak and Sophie can wear this. And for the strap part, I used a garter and I just sewn it by hand at the side part of the mask. So I have those two, and I have this one left here, which is some type of hero mask, and I put the circle on top of it, some type of sign or some type of design to make it like a hero's mask. So aside from that, I have recently made some crowns that I wasn't able to put garters on yet, but I have made two more of crowns. So they have some choices for what they wanted to wear. So this one I just recently made because I lacked the glue stick, and Mama has recently bought one. So I was able to put the design on them, and later I will put some garters so that they can wear it when they come home, maybe in the afternoon. So Mama is not here. She just went to the market to buy some food, and the kids are not here, and I'm hoping that Daniel wouldn't come up yet so that I can finish this video. So aside from that, I have made some bracelets for them, which I'm thinking that they can use also for playing. Some type of bracelet that is the ones that heroes used to wear, or some type. So for this ones, I also put some Velcro as a type of lock, and I made this one. I have made other ones with their initials, like the letter M, the letter D. I also have a S with some hearts. So I was experimenting with this the other day, and I made ones that I put lace on. So this one has lace on them, and also this one. So they can choose from a variety of bracelets that they can play with. And this is the last one. So those are bracelets as an added effect to their costume, if they would like to use that. And also, since they also love pretending like they're ninjas, from before they used to use some of the fabrics that I have, which are not sewn, and have some type of loose threads in them, or the ones that has frayed already. So instead of using that, I have made them, I have sewn for them some straps that they can wear, or knot on their waist, or on their arms, or on their heads. They can knot it there so that they can pretend that they are ninjas. So I also incorporated the type of fabrics, just like the ones for the tails and the cape. So this fabric here is for Daniel. It is a long strap of fabric that I have sewn that they can put on their heads or on their arms. And this one is using the Hello Kitty fabric. So this is going to be for Sophie. And the last one is this one. which is a little bit shorter, but I think it would work. So this is going to be for Mac Mac. So they can interchange between the ninja costume or a superhero costume or other types of playing that they would like to have. So those are it. And I also put here some other stuff that they can incorporate with their costumes. And this has been a project of Marius for a while now. He has been making some of them, and so I have made some from the magazine that Mama uses for her direct selling, the ones that they had, the ones that she doesn't use anymore. So I made some cloths. So these are folded paper that I have made, and I have put paper tape on it. So what it is it has a hole on this part, and you can insert it to your fingers just like so, and you can insert it to all of your fingers so it will turn out into some type of claw. So I have made them in 30 pieces. So I have to be careful with this because it's just a little bit pointy even though it's just paper. So what I am planning to do is cut off some of the pointy tips so that they won't have any accident with it. So I have made 30 pieces of them for the 3 kids. I have been planning also on making some small projects with them. So I have this color paper lying around. So as I was researching some stuff from the internet, I stumbled upon some paper crafts. So this is just some simple paper craft that I want to make with them whenever I have the chance. So this is some type of paper wheel that we can glue together as some type of project. So for that, I have pre-cut all of the papers or the papers that I have available into strips. So we just needed to fold it and then glue it together. And I have been thinking of other stuff like making some food stuff with them, or fruits and vegetable stuff using felt cloth so that they can pretend playing cooking in a way. So those are most of the projects that I have been working on for the kids to play with. And so it's down to the projects that I have for this podcast. I have been working on some knitting. I found a tutorial on another type of knitting stitch. And since that is one of my goals to learn new stitches in knitting, I have made this one. But for this project, I have found a tutorial from the Nervous Knitter, and it is called the bee stitch. So at first I made that stitch using the chenille yarn in blue, but I unraveled it because it wasn't going the way that it is supposed to. So what I did was I picked up another type of yarn, which is an Aran yarn. It's a little bit thick, and I think Miss Grace gave me this. So just to practice the stitch, I made this one up. So this is the bee stitch. It has a very nice texture to it. It has a type of design on it, which is some type of bee stitches. So I'm happy that I have learned the stitch as a new one added to my learned stitches, if you may say so. At the back, it looks like this. But as I was working on it, I think I lose count because it is a repeat of 4 rows. 4-row repeat. So as I was working on it, I think I have made a few mistakes right before I ended it. And here I also think that I have made mistakes. But it is just some practice knitting. so that I would learn other stitches too. But I had fun making this because it is new to me, and I don't know what to make with this yet, but maybe I can turn it into some type of phone case, since I can fold it and sew it at the sides. So it looks like this. And lately I have an order for a Doraemon bonnet from my other customers. So I have been working on that also, and I have finished it yesterday. So this is how it turned out. So since I have shown you, I can take it to Mom Edna now. I can send it to her. And this is an added bonnet from the collection that she has requested for me. So I'm glad to have made this one. And I also have some requests on making a tutorial on how to make some flowers. So recently I have been working on this. And these are the flowers that I have put some stem on and leaves. So for that stem part, I use a wiring just to make it sturdy like that. So this is going to be my next project or my next tutorial. So I have this worked on as samples. So it's supposed to look like this one. It has a stem using a wire, and then there's this leaf part here. Okay, so that's going to be one of my tutorials. And I have been working on knitting again using the last chenille yarn that I have, which is this navy blue one. So for this one, the first try that I have is that B stitch, but I unraveled it, and then I tried a garter stitch, but I also unraveled that one, and then I settled with just making stockinette stitch. So I settled in working with stockinette stitch instead, and I really like how it turned up. So it turned up just like this. It's pretty long, and I'm thinking that this is about 25 stitches across. So it turned out like this, and this is the last chenille yarn that I have from Miss Donna. Hi, Miss Donna. So since I really want to make another tutorial crochet wise, I have also been working on some samples for it, and those are for the character purses. So I worked on this base here, the crochet piece that you needed to make right before you put the features on it. So I made 3 of them as some samples that I can use for the tutorial. So I'm still working on it. I'm still jotting down some notes for it so that I can show you more clearly. So this is going to be another project of mine, and I think those are most of it. The last thing that I want to show you guys is this coloring project that I've been working on. I have made 3 of them in the past days, and I really like working on them as some type of therapy, and they're helping me with that stuff. So the last one that I have shown you is this fairy holding Pinocchio. I was able to work on her hair, but since I was not able to find this color here, the one that I used for this part here, I just incorporated other colors. So I ended up putting 4 colors for her hair, but I think it turned out quite nicely. So another one is Rapunzel. I enjoyed working on this tower part. Her hair is very long. Wasn't able to find a yellow glitter pen, so I ended up using the orange one. So that is Rapunzel. And the last one is, I'm thinking between Wizard of Oz or Alice in Wonderland. But I think this is, if I'm right, is Wizard of Oz. So there's the tiger, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow. So I don't know if this is Alice. I'm not quite sure. But that is the last coloring page that I've worked on. So I think those are most of it. I'm hoping to play with the kids later with most of the things that I have prepared for them. So I think that's it from me. I hope you guys have a fine day. Here it is sunny again. I was dreaming that it was raining, but I think it hasn't rained for a while. But I'm hoping that it will rain, but it is getting hotter. So if you guys have comments or suggestions or some questions, please put them on the comment box below. And I hope you enjoy watching my videos. And welcome once again. That's it from me. Bye for now.